Hello, good morning Year 5, welcome to our final day before we're back in school next week, and we're all so excited to see you on Monday. So here are the answers. Here's the answer to the problem yesterday if you had time for that. Thank you so much if you have already uploaded your work into the assignment for the work yesterday. If you haven't yet done that, please can you make sure you do, because we're going to use that to plan out the next few weeks' work when we're back in school. Here is your Fluent in 5 for today. And here are your answers. Right, I'm going to go through B because that's our focus for this week. So if you got B correct, you don't need to see me going through the answer. You can just skip through that bit to the main part of the lesson. If you'd like me to go through the answer because you didn't get it right or you just want to check, then here we go. So our dividend is 8,690 and our divisor is 6. So we need to know about the 6 times table. I do know my 6 times table, but remember, this is really helpful if you don't know your 6 times table to write it out. Even if you do, sometimes it's nice to have it there. Of course, if you make a mistake with this part, it's going to have a knock-on effect to the calculation. So you really, really need to know those tables, or at least be able to count in 6s quickly enough to write them down accurately. Okay, I've got 8 thousands. I know that I can make one group of 6 out of 8. So I can share 6 of them out. 6 divided by 6 is 1, but I've still got 2 left because 8 take away 6 is 2. So those 2 I'm going to regroup into hundreds. That becomes 20 hundreds. I've got 6 hundreds here. I've now got 26 hundreds. Okay, I know that I can share 24 of those into 6 equal groups. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. 26 take away 24, I've got 2 left. So I'm dropping them down because they're regrouping into tens. So 2 hundreds becomes 20 tens, and those 9 tens there gives me 29 tens. Again, I can't go up to 30, but I can do 24. I already know that 24 divided by 6 is 4. 29 take away 24 leaves me 5 tens left. I didn't have any ones here, so those 50 ones are the only ones I've got. 48 of those can be shared into 6 equal groups. 48 divided by 6 is 8, and I've got 2 left. So my answer could either be 1,448 remainder 2, or 1,448 and 2 out of 6, or we can change that to an equivalent fraction and make it 1,448 and a third. There, of course, is a decimal answer as well. We're not going to talk about that today. Today, we're going to do something a bit different because we have reached the end of our remote learning. We didn't want to start a new unit on a Friday. So you have got a Twinkle mystery to do today. So it's the start of a new school year and Mr. Wilson is busy making sure that all of the resources his new class will need are exactly where they should be. He remembers that at the end of last term, one of the Year 5 pupils locked all of the tablets safely in the storage cupboard for holidays. However, when Mr. Wilson goes to the key cupboard, he discovers that the key is missing. Mr. Wilson frantically racks his brain, desperately trying to remember who he asked to lock the cupboard. If he can work out who helped him, he might be able to find the missing key before the new school year starts. Can you help Mr. Wilson work out who the mystery key keeper was by solving the clues? So these are all the people who may have helped him. You've got the name of the pupil, whether they're male or female, whether they've got long or short hair, how tall they are, and what they do in school, whether they're in the school council, eco group, peer supporter, or tuck shop team. So this is set as an assignment on your teams this week for Friday. So you can go in and do all your work straight onto there if you want to, and then hand it in, or you can do it on paper and then tell us the answer on your assignment. So you've got a few clues. The first one is asking you to do some ordering. You will have to read each clue to make sure you know what you have to do. So this is ordering the numbers, and then the last number leads you to a word. So for example, if we thought the biggest number in this group was 5,205, we would find 5,205 here. It's not here, so we've probably got it wrong. If you find it, and then it will be next to a word, and then we write that word down. Hopefully we'll get a sentence. This one is a true or false one. Clue 3 is really good because it's talking about decimal place value and place value, which we've been working on. So you just need to tell me what the underlined number is worth. So in this case, of course, that is an 8 in the tenths column. So it's 8 tenths. So it's going to be the. So that will help us. And then number 4, I'm just going to explain this one quickly. So you need to take the top number and divide it by the side number. So if we had to do, so for example, 120, well, I'm looking for the digits 1 and 2 somewhere. Here they are, 120,000. Would I have to divide that by 10, 100 or 1,000 to get 120? Whatever one I think it is will give me a number. Okay, bits of fun for us to finish off, and hopefully you will be able to tell me who the mystery key keeper was. We can solve that problem. Okay, and that brings us to the end of the week, and hopefully the end of remote learning for good. So, as I said before, we are really looking forward to seeing you all back in school next week, and we will look back at what we've covered in maths then and see where we can fill any gaps before we move on. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next week.